You hear me, world? I hope you can hear me, world. We're about to play some Poison Pen Shot for a couple hours. Farm a little bit, get our Paragon up a little bit, do some war planning, hang out with you guys. It's gonna be a good time.
Need more time. I'm out of energy. I'm not ready yet. I'm out of energy. I need more time.
Not entirely sure what I need for my setup. Should probably analyze my gear. I haven't really been playing a lot of Diablo the last week. Been busy with work. Wait, I should kill those things. Wow, that icon on the map is crazy by the set charms.
Need more time. I need more time.
Don't even need to look at the map anymore. You just click travel to current war plan. I don't even know what it is. Pit entrance. Okay, okay. It's your highest poison take with this build. I've seen 880 trillion. That was in the only push that I did with the build. So that's pretty high. But it can probably go closer to 2,000 trillion. 1,000 trillion, something like that. Alright, we gotta do a pit run. We could try 130. This is, I'm on the speed farming setup. I'm not sure how a 130 will go, but we'll try. Maybe I'll die. I don't know if I have... Okay, we should probably... we'll try. We'll see what happens.
I'm not ready yet. Needs time to recharge. I need more time. I'm out of energy.
Okay. I dated. There's a lot of damage going on in the higher tiers. Despite having 46 resolve stacks, doesn't quite make us immortal. Especially running Tybalt's Will.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. Curse this place. I'm being followed.
Hey Boobrug, I'm doing really good. Little nice to I found a window here on my Saturday to relax and farm, play some Diablo. I been a bit busy the last few days, so although I've been online, it's kind of been like on a second tab, done some trading, farmed some bosses for 10 minutes here and there. I haven't really like sat down and done like war plans or anything. Like as you can see, my Paragon is 249. It's not very high for being like 3 weeks into the season or something. So it's nice. I'm excited to just play the game for a bit. Because a lot of this season, with everything being so new, it's been so much theory crafting and testing and making guides and videos, and I feel like I haven't really gotten to enjoy the game as much as I would have liked. So I'm appreciating this session right here.
I need more time. I don't have enough energy. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
I'm really liking this build. I've seen a lot of people not like it for speed farming, but it's actually a lot of fun. I mean, I am a huge fan of variety, so after playing like 2 weeks of cold pen shot, it's just anything slightly different.
I'm low on energy. I'm not ready yet.
It's fun for me. Same in hardcore, nice. 249, but I died twice. Yikes.
I'm not ready yet.
Hit 115 with TV. Oh no, with DT, had DT set up and then died? That would suck. I don't know how you do it. Like, any hardcore players, I don't know how you guys do it. I can't. I wouldn't be able to, like, gather the motivation to go again.
I need more time.
Go for your pen shot? Nice. I mean, if you do this build, just like don't play Crown Illusion and then don't play Tibalt's Will as the pants, and you'll be super tanky. You'll have double defensive aspects,
I need more time.
a lot of DR. And this build has so much damage, just go like Harlequin Crests with the cowl on the charm, and yeah, I mean, like, crazy DR.
Needs time to recharge.
So this is a speed farming variant, and we're hitting, our dots are up to like 100, 150 trillion per dot. And that is more than enough damage for most content, so can definitely like slow down with it with the damage, like prioritize the defenses with this build. How is this guy so tanky? Very tanky guy. Yeah, I haven't just see you running Eldraine and drop Pelgrim Ring compared to your guide. Mia, you're looking at the push variant, because on the endgame variant of Poison Penshot should run Eldraine. But basically, if you're a rogue player in Diablo 4, Eldraine is always the choice for speed farming. I mean, maybe not for Death Trap or something, but every other build, just like you have infinite dash, infinite shadow step, is just too good. I gotta reset the server. My ping is high. Poison's better than cold. I'd say cold is better for speed farming, maybe, but it's like kind of even. But poison deals like 100 times more damage. Maybe not 100, like, I don't know, 20 times. It pushes a lot higher, but both cold and poison are fun and really strong. You can't go wrong. That's the beautiful thing about this season. You can't go wrong with any build. You just open the skill tree, and then you close your eyes and you pick a skill, and that can easily handle all content in the game. So play what's fun for you. It's all That's all I can say about that. How high can this speed farm? I mean, I just probably 125, 120 in like 2-3 minutes. 120 in, yeah, 2 minutes.
I'm not ready yet.
I mean, look, this build without changing, I just did a tier 130 and I can blast through an undercity in this speed. Like, to me, it's like, what else do you need in life?
More time.
With Eldarin, all our dreams come true. What I hear is Umbercrux is viable. Yeah, for sure. It's pretty good, I've heard.
I need more time.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, I feel like, I love Blizzard. I've played their games my entire life. But, like, how they have treated Rogue in this season in the expansion is pretty... Like, if I had to grade them, it would be a very, very poor grade. Like, it's fine to disable... Like, if they, like, within 24 hours, just disable an item, disable a skill, whatever you need to do, they'll like, clean up the things. But then, like, when you re-enable them,
Need more time.
you better make sure that you actually fixed it. So, like, Umbercrux was disabled for 2 weeks, it comes back, and it's still the same, like, still broken. I mean, like, come on, that's pretty unacceptable. Like, I would be ashamed if I was, like, representing Blizzard. It's like, this is just not good enough.
I'm not ready yet.
And I'm saying that with love. Like, if it was, like, my brother or sister, like, I would also, like, with tough love be like, hey, you, like, step up. This isn't good enough.
More time.
Yeah, Umbercrux, Penshot. There's both Umbercrux and Penshot bugs.
I'm not ready yet.
And it's a shame because people that don't use guides, they don't follow YouTube, they just like go on the leaderboard and then they copy all the gear of the bugged builds and they deal no damage and they're confused and they're sad and they start hating the game because they're like, this sucks. And it's just because people are exploiting bugs and it's tough.
I do this.
The trick to I haven't seen a single gem strength on any weapon. Like I've transfigured maybe 500 items and I haven't seen a single gem strength on any of them. So get lucky, I guess, is the key. There is not a trick, no. It is like probably a 1% chance, and then there's like another 1% chance that your item remains editable, like transfigurable afterwards. Like modifiable, basically. Like this is the red tag on modifiable, but you can get gem strength and have it still be modifiable, so then you can change your masterworking to the gem strength. So you get like 300+% gem strength. So there's that. I'm in tier 10, oops. Done some trading, I end up in other people's parties. Why do you have these gems? They don't look grand gems. Yeah, these are the Horadric, what are they called? Horadric Flawless something great. They, I did the trading to get them. I'm assuming people did like the Sears Reach, like you can farm the dungeon that drops a bunch of gems. You do that for like 10 to 50 hours and then you eventually get the Horadric Grand Gems or whatever. I have five of the best emeralds. I'm waiting to trade my 6th one. I'm looking at the trade site. I have a bunch of gold left over, so I can trade the final one. So Is a patch doing damage with combo points condemnation? I don't think so. I haven't seen anyone do condemnation with and make it stronger than anything else. But I would love to see it. I did play and consider like combo points for this build. Because Ballista, this like fires pretty slowly, so I was thinking like maybe in between each pen shot cast you can like generate combo points, but
Need more time.
I don't know. It never ended up dealing the same DPS, so I kind of scrapped that idea. But it is cool. I'm a combo point fan. A lot of people I know don't like combo points, but I actually like it. I like clicking buttons. That's why I play Rogue. I think in any video games I play, I try to... Like, I want to press as many buttons as possible. So combo points definitely makes you click more buttons usually. I heard that the Umbra Curse that's broken at the moment is the bug that your shades can one-shot infinite damage. Umbra Curse just makes it AoE. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the execute, there's like, the main bug is like the execute bug.
Needs time to recharge.
Bunch of butchers. Oh, I'm still on 212, that's what... Change that after this one. 880 trillion is insane. What about your endgame build? I mean, probably 500.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. I need to spend my obols. Why is there so much gear here? I'm so confused. What did I do to deserve this?
I need more time.
You can only get them from a super lucky drop? How do you have these? Oh, so the gems after royal, if you mix 5 royal gems in the cube, you get grand gem. And if you mix 5 grand gems in the cube, you get Horadric gem. And if you mix 5 Horadric gems, you get flawless Horadric gems. And that is what I have in my bow and my pants here. It's the highest rank gem. So basically it's a 5-to-1
I'm not ready yet.
like trade amalgamation thing in the cube. You get the good stuff. How do you have no CD Park and dash and shows up? It's through the mythic sword Eldrin. I play Eldrin on every build if I'm not pushing. I think it's a no-brainer. It makes you tanky, gives a lot of damage for being a utility sword, and then just removes all cooldowns. It's very handy. Cooldown gloves. I don't know if people still play Death Trap, but I suppose I will keep that. Is this a max roll for Roches? Maybe I should save it. Maybe someone will want that. It's not often I save aspects, but I caught myself from salvaging that one last second.
Step up to my anvil
There's something... Oh yeah, I was going to change the difficulty. That I gotta remember that.
for that piece.
My charms are not perfect, so maybe I'll keep some of these sightless ones and roll for a bit. When I... Yeah, exactly. You just put 5 in the cube. Oh, it doesn't work for royals? Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, I haven't actually tried that. Yeah, that would make sense because the rate would be different. But yeah, 5 grand gems, and then you get the amalgamation recipe. And that's how you do it. Cleanse the pit. Alright, let's see if we can Maybe we'll see how fast we can do 125. You have to craft 5 grants to make courage games. Yeah. That makes sense. Always so squishy before you stack up the resolve. It's scary. First 10 seconds of any dungeon.
I need more time. I need more time. I'm low on energy. I'm not ready yet.
This is the build people call clunky. I mean, this is far from clunky to me.
I'm not ready yet.
Everything's just dying. In 125, come on. I refuse to believe. If this is clunky, I got high standards. These barriers are tough to get through with poison.
I'm not ready yet.
What makes poison superior to cold? Just the damage.
I need more time.
And the fact that poison is kind of unconditional. Cold builds rely on enemies being frozen. This build deals like more damage to things that are unstoppable. Like it's just so satisfying to never care if something is staggered or not. No boss, like you don't need to change the build. You don't need an armory set up for bossing versus speed farming. Like everything just dies regardless. That's the benefit of poison. Cold builds tend to be pretty weak at the boss. So yeah, we summoned the boss in 2 minutes on 125. We like it. That's pretty good. The boss takes a bit of time to stagger here, but maybe
I need more time.
kind of one stagger kill. 215. Can probably get like close to 90 seconds tier 120, which is pretty good. I'm just on a mission to getting my glyphs to 100, even though I will probably never use most of them. Is this poison version stronger than the cold one? Yeah. I mean, stronger in terms of damage? 100%. Way stronger. But the cold one is still, I'd argue it's like more fun and satisfying. The shades and the cold.
Step up to my anvil.
And it still can farm tier 12. But this one gets to those damage numbers way easier and quicker than cold. And this is way better for bossing, which is quite a lot of gameplay for me has been bossing. Oh, Champion's Demise. It's been a while since I was in this dungeon. It's so satisfying to do nightmare dungeons for rogue. I feel like it's like the perfect content for speed farming with Eldarin, because there's always elites.
I need more time.
I mean, pit this now with the new density since the patch has made a huge difference. It's hard to not go fast.
I need more time. I need more time.
The cold version is pretty fun. Nice. Yeah, I love the cold pen shot. Still have it in my armory, but to me this is new and fun and exciting, and that's enough for me. Something different.
I don't
So nice to be able to actually survive those executioner swords.
Need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, so potency versus damage over time tempers is it's very close. You basically want like 1 or 2 damage over time tempers and the rest potency. But it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, like it's like unnoticeable. When in doubt, just do potency. Hey man, really enjoying the update to the Twisting Blades endgame setup. Thanks. Awesome. Thank you for sharing, bro Tendo. I was a bit worried that Twisting Blades was not good enough, but I saw some 130 plus clear with it and people are enjoying it overall, so that is good news. What's the idea behind switching the Exeglyph to fluidity? Yeah, so efficacy is just in general, if you're playing poison builds, there's something called potency on the poison imbuement, right? And that's supposed to be more damage, to have more potency. But potency doesn't work for our clone. So the efficacy is a glyph that gives more potency. But since that only buffs us and not our clone, then it is better to go with a glyph that buffs both. And another thing on my flurry guide and all my cold guides, if you're playing cold right now, Penshot even, Ava discovered that Assassin's Glyph, it's an amazing new glyph as of Lord of Hatred. It doesn't actually work. So if you're open your Paragon right now, check your glyphs, and if you're using Assassin, it doesn't actually do anything for you. So you want to swap that out. I've updated all the Paragon boards on my guides with the with that in mind, so you can just check the guide for suggested changes. But like the boards and stuff don't change, it's just like the glyph themselves. What happened to Shotgun Heartseeker? I don't think, I mean, it's hard to put it together, or maybe even impossible. I haven't tried it myself, because we lost the temper on jewelry to reduce ultimate's cooldown reduction. So the Shotgun Heartseeker, I'm assuming you mean from last 2 seasons, the Orphan Maker build. It will not look the same, but there's a chance it's strong, I'd say. Because I write guides for max roll, I am like responsible for Twisting Blades, Flurry, and Penshot. So those are the builds that I play and try to explore as my main priority. And then obviously, if I have free time, I go to whatever I feel like. But if I was responsible for Heartseeker, I would certainly try the Orphan Maker, because I have a feeling Blizzard didn't fix the bug. I mean, maybe they did, but yeah, it might be really good still, but it's clunky to play, so it will just be for pushing anyway, which is not everyone's cup of tea. Is Ballista better to push over spamming Penshot? Yes. I mean, for poison at least. But for cold, I'm not sure if Shades versus Ballista is better. It's hard to say. I have my gut says that Ballista is better for pushing no matter what Penshot version you do. But could be wrong. You've done 130 with TB, nice. I don't think I've seen this. Prevent sacrifices of at least 2 villagers. How do I do that? Okay, I need to like hang out with them for a bit, and then they run back to their spot. That's kind of funny. I like this little event. I haven't done this before.
I'm not ready yet.
I mean, having all this mobility is very useful.
I need more time.
I don't know what's hurting so much. Something's like basically one-shotting me. Should we use all immune plus his temper, or should we balance it? And 1 or 2 damage over time, and the rest potency. I'd say is the ideal setup. But when in doubt, just do potency. Think like 90% should be potency. Like if you look at mine, I have potency. This is just Eldrin, is whatever. I have shadow damage to just proc Etnas by itself. I have damage over time here, potency, potency, damage over time. So I have 3 and 2 on this setup right now. Ideally, that would be like 4 and 1. I really need to spend my obols. I've left a lot of purple things on the floor.
I need more time.
Surely I can jump down from here, right? Okay, that was satisfying.
I'm not ready yet.
Why didn't you build so much? Thanks for the guy. Awesome, good to hear. I have a feeling there's like so many rogue builds that we have yet to discover in this new expansion. There's so many things that we have taken for granted because they used to work a certain way before, but now there's so many things that all of a sudden, like everything needs to be retested basically. Every single individual interaction, regardless of what it says or historically what has worked, everything needs to be tested. And there might be a lot of discoveries that happen randomly towards the end of this season now, or in the next PTR or next season. Like a lot of things might float to the surface. Like I'm pretty curious about like a basic poison build as well. Like I haven't seen much of that. That could be something. Like maybe there's a Heartseeker poison imbuement build. Like that sounds really fun.
I need more time.
Can you bring the shotgun over for making back? I mean, maybe. It will probably not be the same setup, but it might be like a dual basic Orphan Maker build where you have Forceful Arrow and Heartseeker. That might be a thing.
I need more time.
Okay, where is my chest?
I'm not ready yet.
Is the Eldrin Sword obtainable from the blacksmith? I think so. I don't know. Like, I haven't actually crafted it myself. Maybe we could try, if I'm in town. I'll craft a couple mythics and we'll see if we'll get a sword, okay? We'll do some science right here. 10 mythic little boxes. We'll see if we get something juicy in here. Helm? I hope this is Air Perdition. It was not. Alright, we didn't get a sword, so to be confirmed, from me at least. I'm not sure if I feel like the new sword drops more than any other mythic for me though, out in the wild, but like from bosses and stuff. I don't know if I care about these. I don't think I care about these at all. I guess I should keep like a 2GA mythic. It would almost be offensive to salvage it, but Oh, well. Yay, we made it to 250. My goal every season when I play Diablo 4 is to go get to Paragon 250, which is not very high for someone who plays the game a lot, like I normally do. But took me quite a while this season. So many boxes to open here. Oh, there's 2 more boxes. Alright, time to spend some of those. Maximum resource GA. Maybe some people need that. I don't know. I don't know if people do need that, but imagine we get a Beastful Boots patch. That would be very exciting. I think I'm gonna do amulets. I feel like amulets, I don't really have any good ones.
Well done, you.
And it's a quick way to get rid of all the obols fast. Okay, that's pretty good. Dot multiplier. I could probably make something out of that.
Mainlander, what brings you?
I'll take it. You can only get the new sword in the world. You can't craft it. Someone says, okay, well, there you go. I'm kind of surprised by that. Do you guys ever reset your war plan? Like, create a new war plan? Like, I always just go with, like, I don't really care. It's, like, usually a mix of the same things. I don't know if I should be fishing for the perfect war plan or whatever. Have you tried TB after the Etna fix? I tried it for a little bit. And I updated my guide with the new set, like sightless set and stuff. Like, definitely, like, 10x'd my damage. And I'm a TB enjoyer. Like, if Blizzard looks at the tier list and stuff and they see, like, oh, TB is kind of far down, I'm hoping that they'll be like, oh, okay, you know what? We should give TB some love in the next season. I'm hoping that happens because I really enjoy playing that build. And I'm hoping they don't just, like, buff poison or whatever. I hope they actually buff the skill because Shade TB could be really cool, or is cool right now, like cold imbuement with shades, and like all the different variants of Twisting Blades I think is really cool. So I hope they give it some love. I was able to blast 131 with the new punch, loving new spec. Awesome, that's really good. 131 is it's very, very high for rogue standards. When the leaderboard launched, I just did 135 with this build, and then I haven't gone back. But I did upgrade my Etnas, and I collected a... what's it called? The Signet of Pelagane? The frozen ring. I have one of those now, which I think will be quite a big damage increase. So maybe at some point in the stream I'll do some pushing. We'll see if we can... Can we do 136? Or we definitely can do 36, but can we do 37, 38, something like that? We'll see. 140 with my current gear without like gem strength and things might be a little bit too much. And I'm also hoping like maybe someone else will figure out some kind of optimization, because in terms of the aspects I'm running, I'm not really sure for this build. Like, there's so many options, and maybe there's some interaction that I don't really know of that would help a lot. So sometimes with these things, I just kind of put out a version 1 of a build and then just hope. Why is there like a... What is this? What the heck? I'm a frog? What is going on? Oh! What? I've never seen that before. I feel like I'm in a Disney movie or something. The use of Signet... Basically, the Signet ring increases all damage their enemy takes after they have been frozen. So if you run Thul Rune or something that freezes things, Thul Rune probably being the best one, you can, like, if you have like a 30-second fight against the monster, you increase your damage by like 9x. Just because each second they are frozen is a huge multiplier. I feel like the saddest thing is that I haven't found a 60% imitated imbuement aspect. There's the 59, it's like I'm happy with the season overall, but like the one last thing I just want to tick off is getting a perfect imitated imbuement aspect. I don't know why, it just feels like I have every other aspect in the game except this one. Yeah, Xanthul freezes the entire screen all the time. It's actually very useful defenses as well. Because when enemies are frozen, they don't hurt as much. And also the like, I guess the biggest reason to use the Signet Ring is on bosses, because each stagger, when it works correctly, because it's kind of inconsistent, just like Azeroth. If a stagger is, what is it, 8 seconds, and Signet is 20% damage per second, so that's 160% more damage each stagger. So imagine after like 4 or 5 staggers, what's that, like 5 times 8 seconds the boss has been frozen. Yeah, that's a lot. We're talking like 30 to 40 times 20%. Now we're dealing like 10 times damage to the boss after a few minutes. And in those late pushing tiers, yeah, the boss fight's probably going to be a couple minutes long. So basically it allows us to ramp really hard. And our poison, it might start off as like 50 trillion, but in the end it'll be like 2,000 trillion or more. Wow, that's a lot of stuff that just spawned in front of me. How many of these mind cages do I have? Alright. I triple clicked my mind cages here. I'm assuming that means things are tankier. Does poison or cold have better push potential? Poison by far. Like, we're talking like over 10 tiers more. And 5 tiers is, you need like 4 times damage to go up 5 tiers. So to go up 10 tiers, you need 16 times more damage. So I'd say poison is like probably around 20 times more damage than cold pinch shot. Like DPS. A lot of it has to do with the fact that poison is just unconditional and we don't care about the monsters being frozen. You have an air with gem strength. Nice. Been testing with Lucian and nameless charms. I'm having a resource issue with Lucian since I don't have the added generation of Tybalt's. Yeah, it's kind of impossible without Tybalt's will to play with Lucian. But gem strength on air perdition is really sick. I mean, I guess that, what's that considered, like 300 dex? Because you can put, basically you put your emeralds in the air perdition and then you get, yeah, like 300, 400 dexterity. So it's not like insane. Maybe like 10, 15% damage or something. Not bad. Not a game changer.
I'm low on energy. I need more time.
It'd be funny if, like, in my current pen shot guide, there's like 7 tabs of poison versions, cold versions. Like, imagine if shadow imbuement becomes a thing. I have to have like 12 different variants in the same guide. I mean, I like the expansion for that reason, that there isn't just one way to play a certain skill. Like Twisting Blade as well. We have cold and poison, they're both strong. I haven't put it in my guide cold because if it didn't feel strong enough to warrant a variant, but certainly possible.
I need more time.
It's kind of cool.
I don't have enough energy. I need more time.
Do you think plus imbuement skills on Helm is better than the added dex? I mean, it's probably pretty even. That I think imbuement ranks on Helm, like my Helm has dexterity and imbuement ranks. This is like a perfect Helm. I couldn't believe, like for this build, it's like I wouldn't change a thing. Maybe lightning resistance to armor or something, but I think the imbuement ranks add more damage than the dexterity is doing. Can I get rid of Etna's and use an aspect that will do just as good? Frost Nova doesn't proc on bosses. Neither on all enemies, so it feels like it's completely used against bosses. Sikio, I think you're misunderstanding Etna's. And Etna's is like 300. There's no aspect in the entire game that deals this much damage. Like this is like a, almost like a triple, or maybe it's more than like tripling your damage. So Etna's is like a no-brainer if you're playing Poison Imbuement. And all you need to do, it says like dealing 2 different types of non-physical damage, right? If you read the text on Etna's. So we just need to deal damage with 2 types. So all of our attacks are poison. That's one element. Now we just need a second element. So then you just temper, lucky hit, chance to deal any of the elemental damage. Like I just put shadow. They could be cold, fire, lightning, and like any of them, because they're not physical. And then by default, you have it permanently procced as soon as you hit your enemies. And doesn't matter if it's a boss or not, you will always proc Etna's. I mean, we could try. I haven't actually tried Mephisto with the speed farming setup here, but he should die pretty fast. Like you, but yes, like technically you have so much damage you can remove Etna's, but I don't see a reason why you would. Would be better to have the lucky hit on the charm. Isn't a waste temper? I mean, yes, I agree that it would be better on the charm, but it's hard to,
I need more energy.
I guess for the pushing variant, that would be relevant. But for example, I have all my charms here, and I don't see myself changing any of these charms anytime soon.
Needs time
Like,
to recharge.
it's very hard to deterministically get a charm with like the 3 skill ranks you need, and
I need more time.
then also deal elemental damage. I find, at least. I don't have one of those myself. So to put that in the guide for people to get it that way, I think it's just easier. Just like, I'm gonna throw up a temper. Like a temper isn't that much damage anyway. Like 3 to 5% damage maybe, or less. I'm not sure. Something like that. So either way is good.
More time.
What are those charms? Do you want to see the stats of them? Yeah, re-rolling the charms is
Need more
you're
time.
not very likely to get what you want, basically.
I'm not ready yet.
I don't know why I ended up in this Helltide, but I've been enjoying it. Okay, let's see if I can survive on the side here. My charms, I have Call of the Names with marksman skill ranks. Pretty lucky, but I wish the percentage of my Cal was higher. That would be good. My seal is very generic. It's just 19% damage, but the set bonus is useless because, yeah, it's not the set I'm running. I have 1, 2, 3 enemies. 3 charms with marksman skills and resistances. And I have 2 charms with GA imbuement ranks, but no resistances. So, pretty even distribution there, which is ideal. But obviously it would be great if my marksman skill was GA as well. Get some extra ranks in there, but that's okay.
I need more time.
I'm pretty happy with my charms as they are. Alright, let's see if there's a big chest.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
There's a mythic charm, go hunt for it. I heard that you need like to max out your war plans, right? I am very far away from doing that, so. But yeah, I don't even think any of the mythic, like I'm not even wearing a mythic. I mean, obviously for speed farming we wear this, but for pushing there's no mythic in this setup. So even if I had all the mythic charms available to me, I don't think I would even equip any of them, which is kind of sad because we don't equip mythic seals, we don't equip mythic charms. The supposedly best items aren't actually the best. How does my minimap have all the enemies displayed? It's through my mercenary, Subo. It is very handy. He has if you open up your mercenaries tab, obviously if you can only have this when you're playing solo, but he has, like, if you hover on his innate ability, it's called Seeker, and he reveals all enemies and materials in the area, it says. So whenever you have him as your main mercenary, that is what's going on. And for any dot build, this is the best mercenary because he increases the damage by a lot. All right, let's see if we can sneak in a little charm upgrade here. We have 4 sightless charms, and we have a bunch of material. 23,000. We're gonna re-roll these and see if we can get any +4. This is +3 marksman skills. I'll leave that aside. Maybe someone will want to buy that on the trade site. I think people are looking just to get their basic set. Might as well start rolling the other ones. I usually roll them until I have either something I would consider using for a build. Oh, they've got GA, but the wrong affix. Subterfuge skills. I mean, I think there are like smoke grenade builds out there, but oh, another GA. Close, but no cigar. So I usually keep cutthroat, core, marksman, imbuement if it's +3. Otherwise, we go on. Agility skills, that might be handy for the dash gamers. You can hold F on the item to transfigure it. Hold F. Hold F on the item. Marksman is like a pen shot. Has the marksman tag, so that's why marksman is good. I don't think subterfuge is worth keeping. 3 imbuement skills. Could be useful for a rainy day. Just get this last one. Cutthroat Ancestral. This is not good for this build, but for many builds, the Cutthroat ranks are very useful. Poison can, yeah, deals a lot more, like 20 times the damage of the cold build, but both are really strong and can farm tier 12 no problem. You have 2 war plans rank 9. I think you need, don't you need like all of them in 12 or whatever? I don't know. You need like 10 out of 10 here. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. Are there any poison trap poison builds that are T12 available? Yeah. I mean, you could do kind of the what they're doing with the frost traps. You could just swap that over to contamination and do poison of the exact same style as before the expansion. I think that would work. Trade site, I go on the official site, I guess, Diablo.trade. All right, on to Butcher we go. I wish you would stream more. Oh, thank you. I take that as a compliment. I've been busy with the real life and work the last week or two. If you want to catch me stream a lot at the first few days of each season, I'm usually very active. But then I go and touch grass after that, and I just play a little bit, and I tend to not stream all of it. Wow, Butcher dies pretty fast now when they've patched. They fixed Butcher. He used to have like, I don't know, how 10, 20 times too much life. It's pretty stupid. 2 GA ring. Is that a Scoundrel's Kiss? It is. Okay, so I have a wild guess that a Scoundrel's Kiss might work for poison imbuement. It really shouldn't. But if it does, that's a good ring for it. Okay. So I should do a Rain of Arrows build. It's bugged, like with Beastfall boots. Once Beastfall boots is patched with the Rain of Arrows, then I'm thinking like if Rain of Arrows and Beastfall boots worked, I think it would be the strongest build we have. So it's just held back by an unintentional bug. I have played Rain of Arrows a bit with like a bunch of cooldown reduction and stuff. And it's pretty strong, but it's we just have to make so many sacrifices to make it work.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
So Beastfall Boots spends, when you cast an ultimate, it spends all your energy. And spending energy, supposedly, right, with preparation, this thing right here, when we spend energy, our ultimate's cooldown is supposed to go down. But when we spend energy with Beastfall Boots, with Rain of Arrows, it doesn't actually reduce the cooldown. So it just like reduces our energy and nothing happens to the cooldown. Our skill has like 30 seconds until we can cast it again. And when it works properly, hopefully next season, we will just use Rain of Arrows like any other skill, like a core skill. It will reset, like a Death Trap builds, like it will reset itself. And we can just spam Rain of Arrows with no, like just one button build, Rain of Arrows everywhere. And it will be glorious. I'm like, I was gonna say mark your calendars for next season, but like, I highly recommend to look out for Rain of Arrows when it is fixed, because man, it will be not only extremely strong is my guess, but also a lot of fun to play. Covering the whole screen, arrows, satisfying visually, infinite cooldowns, mobility. Oh, it's gonna be so good. And you can play it like poison beam it, you can play it cold beam it, like oh, it's got everything. I'm very excited to play Rain of Arrows. One day. Umbercrux being best in slot, not that it works. Umbercrux is a garbage item, but it is very bugged, and you can exploit Umbercrux to do tier 150. But yeah, Umbercrux, it's not. Would not recommend. When the game works properly, it will not be used. Currently playing your build with some decent gear, but still getting one shot with over 1.6 million toughness. Is that normal? Oh, oops. Yeah, you see, I died here, but I didn't have my resolve stacks. Bearded Viking, yeah, so unless you have over 5 million toughness, like 5 to 10 million, you're gonna get one shot. So if you want to be tanky, you can always get tankier in this game. You just gotta make the sacrifices of damage. So this build, for example, very easy to get tanky. We could essentially become immortal with this poison build. You remove Tybalt's Will and you wear like debilitating toxins or shrouded gift, and then instead of Crown Illusion, you wear Harlequin Crest Mythic, and your toughness is going to be like 20 million. And then you also, of course, temper your amulet with resolve stacks. I mean, good luck dying. That's all I'm gonna say. But I don't know. I personally like being able to die. Like it. I don't really understand how they have fun. On hey, thanks for the raid. Appreciate it, Miku. Shout out to my fellow Max Roller. Hope you had a good stream. I am just roguing it up over here with our brand new Penshot Ballista Poison build. We're pretty fast, pretty strong. I mean, this is a tier 120 for Rogue. Doing tier 120 is usually pretty difficult, but not for this build. Thought Poison Flurry would be a thing, but no one's trying it. Yeah, unfortunately, Poison Flurry has never really worked, but who knows? Maybe it is really good.
I'm not ready yet. I'm out of energy.
Oops, I looked away. At least the boss died. Finally hitting the bullet and leveling Infernal Hordes to max. Oh no! Oh no! How long does that even take? Like, how many hordes? I think mine's like level 4. I'm scared. Leveling all of these things to my war plan to max is gonna be a project. Too many, yeah, too many. Later, Hamilton is so sorry to bother you if you get this question often, but any chance you would post a Dance of Knives loot filter? I can't figure out how they work. Yeah, no, fair enough. I think you don't in this. I don't know about you guys who play other classes, but for Rogue, we don't need a loot filter for specific builds. I have one loot filter for all of Rogue, and that works perfectly for me because it's a lot of the builds use the same gear. So I think it's almost unnecessary to have a specific loot filter for each build. Maybe if you're doing like Death Trap or something, you're looking for very specific items, you can highlight them somehow in a different color. Maybe that would be useful. I'm not sure, but I find just like a class filter be more than enough. 60 Infernal Hordes. Oh, that's like a work week. That's like 15 hours. I don't know if I have that in me. What is my Infernal Hordes here? Level 4. Okay. I mean, We'll see if we get there. Maybe we'll get there.
Very well. That settles it.
Rain of Arrows can do Pit 100. Do you mean Arrow Storms? Or Rain of Arrows? Rain of Arrows is our ultimate CKO games. So if you look at our skill tree at the very bottom, we have Rain of Arrows. That's separate from the Arrow Storm tag. Like, for example, Forceful Arrow with Arrow Storms. It's two separate things. But they sound very similar. You're at 250 Paragon and still missing the skill point from Hordes. Oh no. Try to find people with Hordes too and you get 4x. Okay. Well, that's... If you group up, you speed it up quite a bit then. Look for a pen shop guide. I am running HTTP. Yeah. You can look in the description on the YouTube stream if you want to play any of my guides. I have videos on my YouTube channel too for the things I play. So hopefully there's something useful there. Oh, this is a confusing little nightmare dungeon. Your third season is a revamp? Yeah, I do feel for people like trying to learn the game, like started a few months ago and now they got the expansion. It's like learning to walk all over again. It's like you learned how to bike on a regular bike, but now you have to go on a unicycle.
I'm not ready yet.
I believe in you. Hopefully the guides and resources that we put out help a lot. It's been a lot of trial and error. Like I've never been so active and in terms of updating my guides. Like usually it's like a one and done, and not much maintenance in terms of the guides. But things have changed like every other day with discoveries and yeah. I will say Blizzard, they don't make it easy on us as guide writers. Like, but there's so many undocumented changes and I mean they do keep it spicy. They keep us on our toes, that's for sure.
I need more time.
Would love to see me do poison multi-shot. Yeah, honestly, that's like... I'm a little bit sad that I haven't played rapid fire or barrage at all. And I love those skills. Yeah, all the core skills I would love to play.
Time to recharge.
Okay, I take that back. Dance of Knives I'm happy to avoid. But the OG core skills haven't made it
More time.
to some of them.
I don't have enough energy.
What's currently best push build for Rogue? It's this one you're watching, although I'm playing the speed farming variant of it. I mean, we're talking non-exploity, like somewhat ethical builds. This would be it for now. Maybe that will change. And I haven't really analyzed the leaderboard today, so maybe there's something that I don't know that's in there. But obviously, like all the tier 150 clears, and if you see Umbra Crocs in general and people like with bad gear clearing high tiers, yeah, they're probably exploiting. You pick up everything. That's hilarious. I feel like the first 3 days I picked up everything. Then when I got to like Torment 10, Torment 12, farming, it was impossible. I was like, actually, I need a loot filter so bad. No PTR. We should get a PTR in a few weeks for season 14. Like it's coming around so soon. We should check. If you open the menu, click reliquaries. We'll see if the hints are here. So, oh yeah, here you see 44 days left of this season we're in right now, which is like a month and a half. And when this ends, historically speaking at least, the next season starts. And they want at least a month, like the PTR to be at least a month before the next season. So in the next 2 weeks, we should get a PTR, which is crazy to think because they haven't announced anything, but that would be the expectation. PTR in 2 weeks. We'll see what happens. Headshot is the way. I mean, every rogue build is incredible. We have amazing balance for this class. You cannot go wrong with rogue. Every skill can clear like 120 plus. We can speed farm tier 12 without issues. So play whatever you have fun. Do not get baited into just playing what deals the most damage. But if you want to like kill tier 12 Mephisto in like 3 seconds, then yeah, I would play this build. Your Torment 7, never play anything but Rogue? Nice. Rogue is the way. You picked a good class. It has served me well since the beta of this game. I never left its side. At least for more than 24 hours. I played the Paladin in December for a day, and then I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm gonna go back to Rogue. Is this the new meta? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Poison in general got buffed in the patch, so Poison Imbuement is kind of, I'd say, if I had to say what is the meta for Rogue, it's Poison right now. But with that said, the cold builds are pushing just as high. Like Rapid Fire might be the best pusher. We just haven't really seen it show up on the leaderboard yet. Farm Heroic Emerald Gem for you. For a GA cooldown amulet? I mean, that seems like a good deal for me. I'm missing, as you can see in my pants, my last little gem. But I have enough gold to trade for one of those gems. But I think I have, like, GA cooldown amulet. That seems like pretty easy to get. I think I might even have that in one of my mules. Or in my stash even. How can you dash unlimited? It's with the Eldrin, the mythic sword. This one right here. It removes the cooldown from Shadow Step and dash. So I kill a blue pack like this, and now for the next 10 seconds I have infinite dash, and I can move without any interruption for 10 seconds. And then all of a sudden, when 10 seconds have gone by, like now, oh no, not now. Now, there you go. That's quite a long time. You have infinite mobility, making speed farming for any build very accessible. Even though this is supposed to be like a clunky build, it is everything but clunky when you put this item on. Very speedy. For a Death Art build, I have it online, but I want to swap Shaco. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, I can search in my stash. We click on jewelry and then we search cooldown. And then we go legendary over these ones. We have rings. I mean, I have... Okay, I have GA cooldown rings, but no amulet, at least in my stash. But I do have some mules. There might be one on there. But I'll maybe check that later instead. This class demands high tier gear? Not really. Rogue is probably not as strong as Sorceress or Barbarian, from what I've heard. But if you play a good, one of the top, like this build for example, you play a top Rogue build, you don't really need very good gear. And it's easier than ever to get good gear too. With the cube, you can just like get any item and just roll the affixes you want on it deterministically, and then you can do tier 12 based on that. So I wouldn't say this build or most rogue builds are pretty They don't require a lot of gear. I think Death Trap is the big exception. It's the most gear intensive build in the entire game, I'd say.
I need more time.
Poison deals way more damage. Started with Dense and Ice or Trap build on TB. Now I'm, because of this stream, gonna try Pen Shot. Nice. Yeah, I hope you'll enjoy it. I think this build has definitely extended my time spent in this season. Like, I was not planning on doing any pushing at all, but then when I played this build, I was like, oh, actually, that would be kind of fun. I mean, this leaderboard is kind of scuffed. Like, all these 150s is just gonna fill up for hundreds and hundreds of pages, or like players with 150s, just like lasts. Like, if you look at previous 19 seconds under 50, like, okay, yeah, sure. But at least we have there's some competition of real players here. Like this guy, Windforce, I think. This is like this build. He's playing Poison Pen Shot. With, you can see he's got like legit gear. This is playing my build, like the build I'm playing right now. Shade Fake. I don't know if this guy's legit. Yeah, looks like this is also Pen Shot Poison. He has Cowl as a helm and Crown Illusion as a charm. Makes sense, but overall it's pretty much the same build I'm playing. So it turns out the Pen Shot Poison is currently top 3 of legit builds. I'm curious to see if any other ethical non-bug builds come and compete. Okay, I should spend my obols. Just getting out of... Try Mephisto. Yeah, sure. I'll try Mephisto with this. This is the end game version here. So much loot. My standards for loot have, like, I almost keep nothing these days. I used to keep everything. Wait, what's going on with Mr. Blacksmith? Oh, okay. Oh, we are sliding across town. My ping is 1,000. Am I dropping frames? I'm not dropping frames. Might be a Diablo thing. No motivation to push since Clash Paladin is giga boring and the leaderboards are filled with bug abusers. Yeah, I feel that. But amongst like you guys watching the stream, the Rogue community on Discord, like there's like people recognize each other's names and we can talk. Like it's kind of like internal competition. Like we kind of just ignore all the bug abusers and people who don't upload YouTube videos of their clears, and like you have to kind of participate in the community to be taken seriously, and then it becomes fun. The pushing leaderboard like becomes more engaging. You can just ignore 90% of the clears. I feel like cleaning up my talisman, like charm inventory is like brushing my teeth. It's like, just like, gotta do it. Just gotta do it. Alright, there was something I was gonna do. Oh yeah, Mephisto with this setup. Do I change anything? It should be fine. I'm missing a gem in my pants, but that's okay. Our issue is gonna be survivability for sure, because we're gonna get one shot by most of his effects. Cold Pension right now got to 122. Nice. So at the start of dungeons, definitely just want to make sure you get... this is my resolve stack, so I can get 46. So as soon as I'm at 46, I can enter the boss fight without... I should probably put on Care Rune, to be honest. Instead of Cry Rune.
Born of light and of hatred. And to hatred
That works.
shall return.
So let's see here. Damage is not an issue here. He died pretty fast. Phase 2 is pretty dangerous, so we gotta be able to dodge the initial green poison on the floor. And if we do that, I think he should die shortly after that. Maybe we'll have to dodge some of these red balls, which can be tricky. Any spell rotation for pen shot? Not really. I mean, you kind of just click
You want the truth.
Shadow Clone and Concealment every few seconds. Like I just click the buttons. Like I'm not really thinking. I just kind of clone, concealment as I hold down pen shot all the time. And then I just click poison imbuement before attacking something. So here is something to dodge, otherwise I die. Okay, we didn't die. Okay, cool. We should be good now. Our damage is carrying us. Resolve, thanks to this Glint's Anvil aspect, you can see in my chest, it gives more DR the more resolve stacks we have. So I temper resolve on all my defensive pieces. Okay, whew, we dodged all those red things. So phase 2 is down. We'll see how phase 3 goes. There's also some things that can one-shot us there. There's a TB rogue up in 135. That's good. Isn't the massive amount of resolve stack also a bug, or did I misunderstand? No, the resolve stack is not a bug. It's more of an oversight by Blizzard. It's basically just an uncapped ceiling for this aspect. The aspect shouldn't be able to give us infinite DR. So it's less of a bug and more of just like, it works completely as intended. It's just kind of stupid that it works like it shouldn't be intended. And they will patch it probably by next season. But I think for the rest of the season, it's not gonna change. So dodge the hands, and then he might do some kind of... Wait, I think he might die, actually. He's out of the map. Oh. Yeah, I think he just died. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's squirming. Like he's saying like yeah, okay, he died. Yeah, cool. I wasn't sure what he was doing there, but yeah, the poison ticks. When Mephisto goes and phases into something like another world, he dies in the background. So we open this chest here, and do we get any cool things? Not really. So yeah, that was tier 12 Mephisto. Obviously the damage was not an issue there. I think we had to dodge some of the things the way we did. I don't think I even took damage there. But a few runs and you should be able to get that down. Poison better than cold? Yeah, probably like 20 times more damage, but cold can, like any build can speed farm tier 12. So that is never the question. The question is how quickly and how effortlessly can you kill bosses and things like that. And this build has just too much damage. Like damage is not an issue on this build, which is some people like that. So we'll do a quick 120 pit here, and you'll get even more context to how much damage this build has. So we can put on another rune now that we're not fighting Mephisto. I like to, for all speed farming, I really like Cry Rune. I don't know why. It's just so nice when things get pulled together. I don't know if you agree, but that's how I feel. So like in one hit, the health bars of the enemies, do you see they turn dark? That means they're gonna, like they're dotted 100%. So they will eventually die. So basically, I just need to tap each enemy once with this build, and they will die. And I enjoy that a lot. And you can just leave the room, because you know they're dead. As soon as you've clicked on them, you just move on with your dreams.
I'm not ready yet.
Yep, they're dead. I can walk to the door. How much HP do I have? So you see my toughness on the right as I play. It's up to 5 million-ish. And I could easily get that to like 20 million with a couple item changes. Or I don't know if 20, but at least like 10 plus.
I need more time.
So around 5 million toughness I have. But obviously I have quite good gear. Although, like, we're talking... I have grand diamonds. So I have...
I need more time.
Like in my jewelry, I have grand diamonds. I could have 2 steps higher gems. That would give me even more toughness.
It needs time to recharge.
Yeah, clearing mobs with every cold build is so satisfying. They just like all the AoE clearing is like incredible. It's so fun. But bosses definitely hold cold builds back for the most part. Matthias, no more TB? TB dead? No. TB is almost as good as this build right here. But this is what I'm currently playing, so... We can go up to 130, it will be way slower, but... a little more engaging.
I need more time.
Runes, most rogue builds will play Mott Rune just to get the Dark Shroud Shadows going.
I'm not ready yet.
And a little trick for those of you who play this build is like, if you're running between rooms, so let's say I kill these monsters and like all my mobility skills are on cooldown, I can always click my ultimate and they will reset my concealment cooldown. So, meaning I have permanent invisibility and max movement speed because I can always access concealment. So I will never be running without concealment active. So I have permanent unstoppable, I have lots of juicy things. That was a 500 trillion tick, and this is the speed farming variant of this build. Just to be clear, that is 1,000 trillion DPS. Pretty good. I don't know why these numbers are this high, but I'm just a messenger.
Time. Curse this place.
The good thing about playing like TB, like any of Rogue's poison builds, if you get one set of gear for any poison build, you can play all of them because the affixes are the same. Most of the uniques don't change. I mean, for pen, like you have like the weapon, that's about it. The rest kind of stays the same, or you can play it the same. So. For Rogue, there's really only like 2 sets of gear. You either have a cold set of gear, or you have poison set of gear. And, I mean, you either get a set of each, so you can play all builds, or you just get a set of poison dot build gear, and then you can all of a sudden play like 10 builds. Play Barrage Poison, it's so fun. Play, play Twisting Blades, play this build. Or Dance of Knives. You can mix it up and try them all and see what you like. It's just like a matter of changing the skill tree, because for the most part the Paragon doesn't change either. So it's pretty quick to... it's not a big commitment, basically.
I need more time.
Using Azeroth weapon and Current Illusion Charm will be better. Yeah, Azeroth could be good for this. I'm not entirely sure if it's worth it, but it could be interesting. I wonder if I can kill a goblin in 130. Should be possible. But he might be running away from me. We'll see. See what happens to this orb thief here. Okay, he dies pretty fast actually. No problem.
I'm not ready yet.
I really like what they did with the pit density in the new patch. I did not expect it to be so much better. But
I'm not ready yet.
I like it. I like it. Did you get your gem strength? No, Chris. I have no gem strength on any piece of item, gear. It's bleak. I don't think I will be able to push very high compared to people who do have that, but here we have a chunky teeth 130 boss. The boss is takes a bit of time. Our dots are taken for like around 50 to 100 on the boss. And if you stand near the boss, you stagger him way quicker because your knockdown from concealment adds, as you can see it to his stagger bar, it adds quite a lot. So if you stand in melee range, you stagger the boss way faster with this build.
I'm not ready yet.
Alright, like 4 minutes, 130. Pit. Is Harlequin good at this build? Yeah, Gorbs. It is good for defenses. It is way less damage than Crown Illusion or any other alternative, but it's honestly not bad. The 4 to all skills is very valuable on Harlequin Crest. Why is Signet of Pelgan used for poison build? It is for pushing only, and basically the longer a boss fight or a fight against elites are, each time you freeze them with Thol Rune, they're going to be taking like 160% more damage. So that stacks permanently forever. So you can get up to like 10x damage in long boss fights. It would be satisfying to get a good boss fight in a high tower with that ring. The trillions would be very high. I could make some good thumbnails for YouTube with a big, large damage number. Infernal hordes. Nah. Sorry if I missed any questions in the chat. I appreciate you guys hanging out as I farm. I got a dinner with my wife in about 90 minutes or so. But for now, we keep blasting. This is nice, but I didn't like the damage output and switched to DT, but this looks giga. Yeah, I definitely recommend, I mean, I recommend every build I play because I have so much fun playing them. But fun is so subjective, right? So maybe, like, some people have said this is clunky, but like I don't know. I don't see that. I don't know what game they're playing, but it's this is like super engaging. Like the aim matters, my positioning matters. Can I like make the pen shots bounce back twice on each target? I love that little mini game within the build itself. And it has the mobility, all the boss farming, no armory needed. Yeah, this build to me is like perfect. It's all I need and want in a rogue build.
I'm not ready yet.
But I mean, I could argue for a lot of rogue builds. I'm just very optimistic in general, so.
I'm not ready yet.
The build I have the hardest time selling this season is Flurry. I love Flurry, but the bossing is awful on Flurry.
More time.
If you don't change your aspects, which is annoying, having to like go to the armor each time you do bossing. Like, that's not ideal. Who wants to do that? So,
Need more time.
where did I get your Crown Illusion? I got it. I traded it. Someone had it on trade, and I bought it off of him. But you can target farm Crown Illusion pretty easily,
Not ready yet.
and you don't need it to be as like mine is 4 GA. Wait, I haven't actually transfigured my helm. So I was really scared. I don't know. I'm not sure. What do you like? This helm is perfect, and transfiguring it could like remove an affix. And I really do not want that to happen. So I'm considering transfiguring it with like the safety, like the you can like put a prism in there to make it like guaranteed safe outcome. I might do that. Could you check my build did 120 with your build, but damage seems off? Billy, yeah, sure. What's your battle tag? I'll analyze your gear for you, and maybe other people will learn from what I share. Is gem strength that strong? Wizard, yeah, gem strength is like 2 tiers on the two-handed in the tower. You're making 10 trillion now. Can you do training grounds? I didn't see. Yeah, I mean, training grounds get to around like 100 trillion. It's not the most engaging activity to go to the training grounds, but I mean, I'll go through my gear real quick. Like, this has GA, damage over time multiplier. Huge reason for big damage. I transfigured attack speed. It's 150% unique aspect. Like, a lot of things about this eagle horn is really good. I had the highest level gems. The reason I'm going through these details is because some of you have been commenting that you deal less damage than me. So these things might be why. I have Etna's dagger with transfigured dex. It has a damage over time multiplier and dex as an inherent affix as well. Like, that's it's pretty good, and it's rolled 60% as well. All my charms have marksman skills, GA imbuement skills, GA imbuement skills again, and my charm with cowl is high percent on the aspect, and marksman skills, it's like very good charms. My seal, almost perfect damage percent, very nice. My cowl or my crown of illusion is insane. My gloves have, they're not actually that good, but they're good enough. They have GA vulnerable damage and attack speed, and of course 2 more multipliers on there. I have GA dot on my amulet with a bunch of other damage. Perfect aspects, that helps too. Like, they're like max rolled aspects. Same here on my ring. And again on my second ring. Of course, Tybalt's helps with a bit more damage, but my Tybalt's is really bad, by the way, so that is an easy thing to replace. But that's pretty much it in terms of where all the damage comes from, and also my glyphs are 150. So the ones here that I'm using, that helps a lot as well. So those are all of those things together create the 1,000 trillion dots that I do with this. Hey, is there any chance for an offer maker? Yeah, I think there is. I just haven't had time. Like, if I could have... I always say this. I don't know about you guys, but, like, I wish every day was, like, 100 hours. Some people don't like that because they're, like... They just, like, can't wait to go to sleep, and they don't know how to fill their day with 100 hours of activities. But I wouldn't mind that at all. I could work for, like, 2 days in the day, and then I could blast Diablo for... Like, I could play, like, double the amount of builds. That would be great. But yeah, I think Orphan Maker is actually... It is actually good. I just haven't seen anyone min-max or have theorycraft around it for this season yet. I haven't done it personally. It's kind of like a love-hated build. Like, a lot of people... We played it for so many seasons in a row that people are happy it's gone, basically. This build is not hard to get online at all. Very easy to get online. I mean, you can just target farm some uniques. You don't even... Crown Illusion is not needed. It makes it harder, actually, to play. So I recommend not using Crown Illusion. Like, if you look at my energy, I spend 98 per cast. And I regen it very fast. But without Crown Illusion, it's way easier to, like, see how much less energy I'm spending. It's like not a problem to regen without this helm active. All right, where do I go next? First time playing Rogue, wondering if pen shot is worth playing. I think so. I think it's a lot of fun. But it all comes down to personal preference. The fun thing about this build to me is that it's like it's a bit unique. It has a unique identity. Like you fire slow, like chunky, large hits of damage over time. Like it's a pretty unique concept, I find. And it still has the mobility, so it's not slow by any means. And it's the highest dealing build we have, so that makes it easy to enjoy.
I'm not ready.
How did you get your glyphs to 100? Which pit tier did you run to achieve it? I got help to get to 150, but as you can see, like my headhunter is slowly grinded the headhunter up myself to 143. So it's just doing like 130 pits, and it's slowly but surely can get them from like 135 to 145 without too like. We play for a day or two just doing that, you can get them to a 150, but it definitely is a slow process. It's normal if my shades shoot a regular pen shot, or should they also shoot a cold version? If you have imitated imbuement, is this aspect here, then they should all shoot the poison. But with that said, like these clones, they shoot regular arrows. And I explained in my pen shot video, the recent one from like 1 day ago, I explained why we use this sentry. It creates like a turret. This actually doesn't do anything other than... It's hard to explain this for it to make sense, but I have a clone next to me, this clone here. Call him Bob. Bob is my real clone. He's like the actual clone that does stuff. Yeah, there he is. Oh, there. This is Bob. These guys over here, they are fake. They do nothing. But what they do is they make Bob better. They basically undo a bug. they like release Bob's full potential. And if the sentries weren't there, Bob is like stuck in a cage. So you put the sentries down, and then all of a sudden Bob is helpful. That was probably not the best way to describe it, but hopefully it got through to someone. How do you stay optimistic about Mythic Seals not dropping? No matter how many times you kill Astro, Bartek miss nothing. Okay, maybe, I don't know if this will make you feel better or worse, but not a single rogue build uses Mythic Seals. I thought for the first week, I was like, what I'm missing is a Mythic Seal, but then now I have like 5, 6 of them, and I'm like, oh, hang on a second, like none of these are useful for anything. They're way worse than just using a unique charm. So you can feel good about the fact that you're not missing any damage. Oh, we have a world boss in 1 minute. Yeah, you're not missing any damage by not using a Mythic Seal. Poison is way more damage than cold, but both are equally fun in my opinion. Okay, let's see, where is this world boss at? In the top part of the map. Okay, time to go. Kind of miss a forceful arrow build. Speed looks interesting. Hard speed. Yeah, I mean, there is Phoenix, the arrows, the best Aerostorm builds, which is surprisingly strong. You can probably do like tier 130. It's just spamming forceful arrow at things, and you create Aerostorms from it. So maybe that is something for you. Yeah, I mean you can use a double set bonus with a mythic, but it's gonna be a damage loss, unfortunately. Wow, these world bosses die so fast. I have to blame the barbarians. I think this is a stupid question, but how do you move your character if it's not binded to the left mouse click? So I can go to my settings for you, So I have unticked this combined move, interact, and basic skill slot button. And my basic skill slot is my ultimate, and I put ultimate as D key. And if I scroll down a little bit, move and interact. So I move with my left click still, and I interact with doors and boxes and my stash and things with left click. But I have a move, which is known as force move on my scroll wheel. So these yellow circles, this is my scroll wheel. So when I hold down pen shot and I scroll, my guy will automatically stutter step. So you see the yellow circles are going, and my guy stutter steps all the time. And I'm not clicking anything. This is me holding down my right click, and my scroll wheel is going. And that's how I play this build, to stay in constant motion and firing as often as I can. Because the rate of fire is pretty slow with the ballista, so stutter stepping is really useful. As melee druid rogue second, yeah, that makes me feel worse, but I appreciate you trying. Sorry. I'm so sorry. What's your seed right now? What plus what to ranks? You have a mythic seal plus ultimate skills. That's awesome, Chris. Yeah, my seal is pretty bad. Like, it's only giving me one thing, which is 19% damage. But the set bonus is, it doesn't give me anything. It's ideally the set bonus would be like attack speed or 10% life for the sightless set, which is the one I'm using, but beggars can't be choosers or something like that.
I need more time.
You can use, yeah, WSD. I don't know if I come from a Diablo 2 background. So growing up with Diablo 2, just like running with left click is like I struggle playing ARPGs any other way. But yeah, I feel like the WASD movement is probably the way to go if you're comfortable with that.
I need more time.
For these like ranged stutter step builds is probably really comfortable.
I need more time.
Wow, this is so satisfying to jump across all these cliffs.
I need more time.
I have your build the cold punch on max roll, but I am nowhere near the damage you were at with it. It's my background that will give me the cost. I mean, there's a lot of factors. Usually, so what I've found, I have gotten like 1,000 comments on my YouTube videos in the last 2 weeks since the launch of this expansion, and a common issue when people say they don't deal the same damage as me is because they don't have 4 out of 4 affixes on all their items. Like, for example, you should watch Ava's damage video if you haven't to understand it, but vulnerable damage multiplier you see on my gloves. That affix can only roll on jewelry and gloves. And it is a unique bucket multiplier. So if you don't have vulnerable on all your jewelry, 3, and vulnerable damage on your gloves, you're missing a lot of damage. And then, if you're playing a dot build, if you don't have dot multiplier on every single offensive piece, there's 7 of them, you're missing a lot of damage. And if you're playing a crit build, the same applies. Like, these 7 pieces need to have crit multiplier. And then if you have GA, even better. So that's like, ticking those 2 boxes is a huge reason why people struggle with damage, I think. When I've seen their gear, they don't actually have the correct affixes. A second reason why people struggle with damage is like all of their aspects. Like, this would be like 4 out of 6. It's like a low roll on the aspect. Or this would be like 40% instead of 55. So they're missing many, many multipliers across their gear. That makes a big difference. And then a big reason on a lot of builds that use crit chance when you don't have mythics, you don't have starless, you don't have arrow perdition, like you're missing like 5 to 10x damage because you don't have 100% crit chance, which is hard to get, really hard to get without the mythics. So that is usually a big problem. Yeah, those would be some things I would consider if you're struggling with dealing the same damage I was dealing.
I'm not ready yet.
Next, we got on you, pen shot, poison. Quick question: why are you not using starless? So starless loses a lot of value for any poison build because we don't care about crit chance. And one of the only, like, besides energy, starless helps with energy. The other real reason to use starless is for crit chance. But other than that, it doesn't do a whole lot. It's pretty bad. So we want to avoid using starless on every build if we can, but it just happens to be the best solution for crit chance, and the energy solution is convenient, so it's like, ah, fine, we'll use starless. But this build, we can avoid using it, and still we're happy with our energy through Tybalt and Dark Shroud Shadows, so it's a huge win to avoid using starless for most builds. Your build looks fun. It is. I love this build. I would rate it 9.8 in terms of fun. But that's obviously subjective, because some people don't like ranged or whatever. I don't know what people do like or don't like about this build, but to me it ticks all the boxes. Cold is so fun. Why would I change? Yeah, you shouldn't. I love cold pen shot as well. It's so satisfying covering the screen in projectiles. Gotta take this whisper cache. What is this? Engagement ring, rusty cow. What am I? These are not good options at all. What would you pick? I'm curious. 1, 2, 3, or 4. I mean, engagement ring seems like pretty nice, but rusty cowbell sounds like it has something to do with the cow level, I guess. I haven't looked into that. Okay, let's cowbell always. Okay. 2 cow. Okay, there's a majority cowbell. Let's see. What does it do? Can I do anything with it? One might wonder what happened to the cow. That's funny. That's true. I do wonder that. Well, we have a winner. I'll keep that in my stash for a rainy day. A shame it's rusty, though. Is the build hardcore viable? Yo man clean. It would be if you built it for hardcore. But my endgame guide is a little bit squishy. If you want, I can walk through it, but I would also, maybe I'll consider making a hardcore variant for this build. Basically, if you play hardcore, you don't want to do Tybalt's Will, and you don't want to do Crown Illusion. So you want to change, you want to do Shaco, Harlequin Crest as a helm, and you want to do like Shrouded Gift, or just Legendary Pants with the debilitating toxins on your pants. And then you are gonna be incredibly tanky. And of course, with resolve stacking, you would also temper. Like my amulet has potency tempered on it, but for hardcore, you definitely want just more resolve stacks on the amulet. Just for context, Ava was the one who dropped the numbers. It was like resolve stacks on your amulet is like 25% damage reduction. So you take like a fourth less damage. And an offensive temper on your amulet is like 5% damage. So you're comparing 25% DR versus 5% damage. So like an unnoticeable amount of damage or a very noticeable amount of defenses to put resolve stacks on your amulet. With that said, I don't do it because I mean I lean into damage and I want to push as high as I can. But if you care about surviving and you're frustrated about getting one shot, definitely do not hesitate to temper resolve stacks on your amulet as well.
I need more time.
Followed your build and got to T12 in a day with far from great gear. Appreciate it. Amazing.
I'm not ready yet.
Tier 12 in 1 day is just pretty good. Wouldn't mind that on a season starter. if I started the season today and I knew about this build, I would definitely go with this build first. I just I didn't know about this build when I started.
I need more time.
So you wanna here it was perfect. This is a perfect boss room. So I could easily bounce each eagle horn on the wall behind the boss. And actually, this is like, this could probably push another tier or two in the tower, because this double bounces. So you hit the boss 3 times per arrow here. Like 1, 2, 3, maybe almost 4.
I'm not ready.
So this is like a perfect boss room with 2 walls parallel to each other. You can increase your damage exponentially. So keep that in mind when you're playing with. It's the eagle horn. It has a bouncing effect. Can you swap ballistas to shadow shot? Yeah, you can very easily. So like, I mean, actually, what I have to do if I swap ballista to shadow shot, I have to drop crown illusion. But no, like I just put on like this arrow petition that I found on the ground. So this is right here is the same build, kind of covering the screen in green projectiles. See, it's very strong, kills everything, no problem. We can do a quick floor with shadow shot, just so you have some idea of what this looks like. So now I have way faster attack speed than with ballista, but each attack deals less damage. But I mean, I will admit, this looks really cool. Right? It looks really cool. Would you agree? I mean, it has a bit of flashiness to it. Do you know how people got a 150 lost tower reset? Was it just fishing for butcher? I mean, the tower doesn't have butcher, so you can't kill the butcher in the tower. I mean, they're just exploiting a bug. People found out how to like min-max the bug, I guess, like how to make it. It was like a progression bug where you would get progression without killing anything. So they just like spawned in the tower and did the combination of skills that instantly like progressed to the boss, and then you one-shot the boss with another execute bug, which is still not fixed. So if you look at the leaderboards right now, they're still using the execute bug. So that's TLDR, I suppose.
I'm not ready yet.
You're using cold vision, no problem with bosses in T12. Yeah, it's because you're very good at the game. Now, with good enough gear, you can do all tier 12 content, no problem with the cold build. But if there was a competition, as like level 1 to tier 12 Mephisto kill, if there's like a competition like that, this build would win over cold pen shot every day of the week, because it just comes online easier. Anyway, that was a quick showcase of using shadow shot instead of ballista. Very possible, very strong, but probably half the damage of ballista. You have no idea how the pen shot bugs work? Yeah, I have no idea how it works either. But it does happen with whenever I play shadow shot, this variant of pen shot, I get the execute bug on the bosses. So that's another reason to play this variant, because you're bug free. You're an ethical gamer. All right, let's get some. I wouldn't mind like a 4J amulet. If the game wanted to give me that, I would not complain.
Not in town.
Thank you guys for the follows, by the way, and hanging out. I'll be here for like another hour or so. Nothing too great here. Is the high amount of resource stacks also a bug? No, it's not a bug. It's this aspect here that is uncapped. I think it's I'm assuming it's an oversight by Blizzard. Like they just didn't realize what they were doing. Like how strong it would be. that you can get 4% DR per resolve stack, and there's like an infinite amount. So we can get 60 resolve. Like, what? That makes no sense. So if this was capped at like up to, I don't know, 15 stacks or whatever, it would still be good, but at least that would make sense. Like, I'm assuming they would just put us like an upper limit on this aspect and then it will be fixed. But it's less of a bug and more, it's like an intentional thing that is just really strong.
Hey, damn. Hey, it's worth something. Not much, but something.
No, like, I never think anyone should like swap to a build just because it deals a lot of damage. Like, I'm not... Ooh, I like Vuln multiplier, we'll keep that. If you have fun on whatever build you're playing, don't change just for like out of FOMO. If you feel like you are having fun with the build and you're enjoying the progression of your build and min-maxing it, I think that all that matters. Like, people put way too much significance on comparing builds to others, and yeah, like we're probably competing against ourselves here. At least that's probably the way to have the most fun, I think. If you played hardcore, you need another head and pants. Yeah, Ilya, that would be the suggestion. So Tybalt's Will is purely an offensive pants, so don't run these. They help our energy, but instead of these, you would run like I mean, legendary pants probably, or shrouded gift unique pants. And I would run Harlequin Crest as my helm. If I was playing hardcore.
I need more time. I need more time.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Like, it goes from like tempering is like 3 stacks, and then you masterwork it and it goes to 12. Like, yeah, that is probably some bug, right? Like, that makes no sense. It's kind of the same with Eldrin. Like, this sword starts with 3 to all skills, and when you masterwork it, it gets like +4. Like, that makes no sense. So I guess that could technically be considered a bug, and it will for 100% be fixed, the resolve thing, by next season. But I doubt they will fix it now. I think people are kind of happy to feel a bit like I think some of these, like the executioner sword and some of the vile lunatics, like the explosion dudes, like they're maybe a little overtuned. Like, I like that they are something to look out for, but the fact that they like, you could have 3 million toughness and they still one-shot you, like, okay, like maybe it's fine if they do like half my life, but like just like straight up kill me, like I don't know about that. And I'm like running a topaz in my jewelry and I still die, like okay, maybe we should fix that. So I think it's almost like a gift from Blizzard that like, hey, we kind of screwed up with certain effects, just stack resolve for the rest of the season and enjoy being tanky, and we'll try to balance the game next season. That's the way I see it. Whether or not it was intentional the way it played out, I think that's like how it has played out. You'd be able to inspect the gear mic clear before you got to dinner. Yeah, sure. Billy, do you have any specific question? Like, is it like wondering how you can deal more damage? Wondering, like, what's your the gap that you experience that I can look out for as I inspect your gear?
I need more time.
You're so spec'd into cold that I think you don't have the mental capacity or time to respec into poison. Don't worry about it, Junior. You could always play poison next season. Just stick to cold. There's a lot of good cold builds, and enjoy that for now. And I think that's what I love about these seasonal ARPGs. You just take it at your own pace, and one season at a time. It's like it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's the way I see it. They definitely need to do a pass on damage received. Chip damage from melee hits should be more impactful. Yeah, and reel in the one shot. Yeah, I agree. Right now, you either take nothing or get overkilled. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Okay, we need to spend some time with the blacksmith here.
Taken apart, melted down.
I keep all of my unique charms these days so that I can
That's it for that.
just turn all my uniques into charms if I want to. But I kind of miss the days when I would just salvage them all, but I do be running out of space.
Pity to break another's work. That's it for that piece.
Wow, +3 trap? That's surely good. For death trappers. It's not me, but... Alright, let's roll some charms. As I read the chat. Thanks for the pinch up build. Just got to Diablo 4 after not touching it since Season 1, bro. The game is... It's like a completely different video game. Hopefully you're having fun. I know this game is not for everyone. Interesting. 1% more experience. I mean, I guess I should keep it. Wow, 2 GA, but... Okay, you know what? I'm collecting experience. Maybe if I can... Like, the Mother's Blessing experience bonus should happen anytime now. And if I stack a bunch of these experience charms as well, we're talking, like, pretty quick Paragon 300. You don't need the damage in Hell Tides and stuff anyway. So she answered already, are the spellbound charms worth building around? Not really. You can. I mean, I enjoy that set, but it has so many bugs with the clone and potency, and in general, it doesn't actually apply all the imbuements the way it says it should. So, like, I would save my time with the spellbound set for a future season when it's like working correctly. But right now, this season, like, this sightless set is just unbelievably busted. It's like more than double the value of any other set. So if you're a rogue, you most likely for any build, except for like rapid fire, play this set right here. I guess I'll keep that. Okay. That's enough rolling for me. I don't really know where I'm going with my Paragon these days, but some defense might be nice. Would you be willing to... Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to inspect your gear, Billy. Damage seems off. Okay, Billy, I'm gonna add you now, and you accept it, and then I'll inspect your gear. Maybe someone else in the chat will get value from what I say. We'll see. Damage seems off. You're wearing the cold gear at the moment, but what I had is on my tower clear. Okay, what tier was your tower clear? Would you be willing to inspect my gear? Because I looked and I don't know what I changed gear-wise different from your build. Solos? Yeah, sure. I mean, Eldrin is not even the most damage you can get. I mean, obviously it's not bad for damage, but just a legendary dagger or sword is just as good. You swap to Poison Barrage, so you might try out this poison. Yeah, swapping between any poison builds on Rogue is very easy. I'm very active in the Discord of Sanctuary, like the Rogue chat, and I have my own like Matthias room in there. So if you guys have, you can head over to the Sanctuary Discord if you have you want to like chat with me or like send your questions or submit like whatever you have, interact with me on a more daily basis when I'm not streaming. I'm always in the Sanctuary Discord Rogue chat, and I have a Rogue forum specifically named after me as well, if I miss your questions right now, just so you know. You played in Season 1 Rapid Fire Rogue. That's crazy. What would be the top 3 balancing changes of a Rogue? Balancing changes, I would say Sightless set, the set I just spoke about, is way too good. So I would, instead of 320% damage, I would probably make it like 100% or 150%. Like nerf it to the ground. I think it still would be used by certain builds. And I would buff Twisting Blades and Flurry. And a lot of the sets in general, like the Cutthroat set and Imbuement set. And a lot of it's bug fixing, to be honest. And another balance thing, I would work on Shadow Imbuement. Shadow Imbuement is kind of like a dead skill in the endgame. And also I would work on buffing Caltrops, or like not necessarily buffing, but just finding a way for Caltrops and like Poison Trap to have a home in some builds. I don't want it to be like before we had to play these skills in every build, but I'd like them to look at some of these underutilized rogue skills. Maybe they're like just used in the mid-game variants just to like fill a gap for something, or like maybe they give lots of energy in the leveling process, like something to make some of these utility skills more interesting. That would be cool. Would you run max overpower stack seal on this build? I mean, overpower stacks is pretty bad for rogue. We can't really scale overpower damage, so overpower stacks is just like a bit of additive damage. It's kind of unnoticeable. So I would definitely not say, like, I would not say that overpower damage is something desirable. Do you have a link for the Discord? No. It's not my, like, it's Blizzard's official Diablo Discord. It's called Sanctuary Discord. I think if you just Google, like, Sanctuary Discord Diablo or something, like, it's run by Blizzard themselves. So all the devs are in there and everything, and they even, like, Blizzard run their, like, campfire Q&As in there, so you can join these calls and get updates about things. And they have, like, Discords for each class. And there's, if you ever want to do, like, rotations for Mythic Prankster, like Nightmare Dungeon keys, or any sort of rotations, maybe Mythic tributes in the Undercity, the Sanctuary Discord is the place to go. Like within a minute you can find a full party of gamers ready to do a rotation of whatever content to get the most out of your resources. So would highly recommend. I mean, I sound like I'm advertising it and getting paid for it, which I'm not. I just, like, since the launch of the game, I've just used it so much and benefited from that Discord. It's just kind of where the community hangs out for this game. If you're not like a Redditor, which I highly recommend to avoid Reddit. But yeah. Thoughts on Infernal Horde as content? I mean, ever since it launched in Season 5, it's never really, like, it has so much potential. I'd rate Infernal Hordes like a 3 out of 10, but with a lot of low-hanging fruit, it could become like a 9.5 out of 10 activity that I would want to do nonstop. Like, I love the concept, and I've always enjoyed Infernal Hordes, but it just could be so much better. Especially in its current state, it's very strange. Where is the prisoner?
I need more time.
You saved my life.
Poison Rogue is way stronger than Cold, yeah. Especially after the patch. So they had a big patch like a week ago or something, and the main thing, like, there was 90% of it was bug fixes. But the builds that benefited the most for Rogue was poison builds. Poison builds got like double damage after the patch. So that's why the first 2 weeks of the season, you would have seen more cold Rogue builds kind of thriving. Even though there were some poison builds, but they were like, it was kind of even. But after the patch, poison has really taken the lead, so to speak, in terms of DPS output for Rogue. It's hard to compete with the poison right now.
Needs time to recharge. I'm not ready yet.
After the season of Chaos items, you can't play Horde anymore? Yeah, fair. Fair and real. Hopefully, I think, like, I'm optimistic, but like I feel like Blizzard just wanted to get this expansion out of the way, and now they can actually like work on a lot of things. Hey, Miss Chippy, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. Very, very kind of you to send people my way. I am playing Poison Pen Shot Rogue. It's a lot of fun. We're just doing some war plans and hanging out. We are trying to be able to push for rank 1 Rogue, but our Paragon is a bit low, but our gear is pretty solid. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Hope you had a good stream. We love the Rogue. We sure do. If you've come to the right place, if you are a Rogue enjoyer. I write guides for Max Roll, for those of you who do not know, for the Rogue class. And we discovered this build yesterday. It came out of nowhere. There's so much to discover. This is like a whole new video game. It's actually... That's probably been the biggest surprise for me in this expansion. Like, nothing makes sense anymore. Everything that we once knew no longer applies. If we had a Wikipedia page for the Rogue class, we could just Control A and delete everything, because hey, thanks for the sub. Thank you, Gore Throne. Very generous. Appreciate the support. But yeah, it's like, yes, everything needs to be tested individually. Do the mechanics work as intended? And a lot of surprises have come from this expansion for Rogue, and I am pretty confident that there's a lot of things we have yet to discover, even after like 3 weeks of this season. So it's a good time to be a Rogue enjoyer, although it can be frustrating at times because things change from day to day, but I'm here for it. Started the Twisting Blade at the start of the season. Okay. It's Twisting Blades and the melee rogues are a little bit behind the rest of the builds. I'd say it's definitely a ranged rogue meta right now. That's what I'm playing right now. And then, I mean, ranged is a little bit of an illusion in this game. We're kind of always near the enemies, aren't we? But we're using our bow, so I guess it has to count for something. Yo, Maverick, Dale. Always improving, though, indeed. Yeah, so this is it's using a variant of Penshot called Ballista. It makes us 100% slower to fire our Penshot here, so it's kind of like a cannon, I guess, like very slow rate of fire, but we just need to hit any enemy once and they will die from damage over time from our poison. Like, I've seen up to 1,000 trillion dot ticks in the tower, so that's quite a bit. Quite a bit of damage if you're into that sort of thing. And although mythics are not hard to get, I feel like it's kind of fun that this build has no mythics in it. Although like I'm running a mythic right now just for the utility of it, but it's actually a damage nerf to do so. Any tips for farming that mythic sword? I'd say the tributes, the mythic tributes armaments here. Do these in a rotation with the 3 other players and make sure in your war plan that you have the portal pranksters. Let's see if I can show you. In the Undercity here, you see the left side, you can have this node that spawns way more goblins in the Undercity. And you combine this node in the war plan with these tributes and you get like 10 mythics per rotation of doing those with other players. So my 5 keys, this is essentially 50 mythics. And I'm pretty confident to say that one of those will be the sword. So these tributes usually drop from like world bosses or doing whispers or war plan hand-ins. So, or yeah, I think there might be other places too, but those are some recommendations. But there's a lot of YouTube videos of like easy mythic farm, fastest way to get all the mythics. I'm sure they have some good tips in them too. I usually don't watch those videos, but how easy is the Mephisto fight with this build? Very easy. I could do a quick Mephisto 12 tier 12 if you would like me to. I've done a few of those in the stream already, but it's I enjoy that fight. I still have to dodge things, I think. Like, there's quite a few things that deal a lot of damage. But our damage makes it a very quick fight. Just got a tipple and was able to word nameless with GA poison imbue. Okay. You got 1,000 trillion in your tick? That's impressive. I feel like I have yet to see that on anything other than that one tower run that I had. Butcher is great for mythics and good GAs at the moment. Had a ton of draws from him in the last few days. Okay, yeah, I mean, Butcher is now finally fixed. He used to have like 10 times too much health or something silly. So the fact that he is now like more of a quick kill, that adds up. Yeah, so like if you have these, where are they? Yeah, so you have like greater layer keys, 140 of them. If you have a bunch of layer keys for bosses, you can definitely get a lot of mythics from just farming bosses. I think it's awesome that I'm playing an ethical build. Yeah. I mean, the problem with like bug builds, it's not really that fun, right? It's not really super engaging, and there's not a lot of we don't win a lot of rewards, don't make a lot of money from playing bugged builds, unfortunately. There's no real reason to. It's kind of I'm genuinely surprised. Even like if you look at the leaderboard for Rogue right now, there's like 4 pages of 150s. Like, why? Like, what? Even like, yes, it's possible, but like, is it like, do people feel like they accomplished something? Like, it's just confusing. Like all these, like, I think it's good for the sake that Blizzard, maybe it's like a lighthouse for Blizzard to pay attention. Like, hey, look, there's probably something going on here on the Rogue class. But yeah, all these clears are just exploiting the execute bug. We're almost getting Headhunter Glyph to 150 here. It's been a bit of a grind, but all right. Let's see if we can do Mephisto. Third time's a charm, or like if I do this one, it'll be 3 in a row without dying, and that is rare for me. Usually, he gets me at least once. For Mephisto, I like to put in Care Rune. Is there a Cry? Because we can't pull anything here, so makes sense.
Started
How many stacks of Resolve do I run? I have 46. So I have 12 helm, 12 chest, and 12 pants, but I don't run it on my amulet at the moment. I definitely recommend doing Resolve stacks on your amulet too.
Are you not tired of lying to yourself?
Okay, first face down. How do you farm gem fragments? Is running a dungeon outside Temis over and over? Yeah, correct. That's the best way to do it. But I have traded, like I sell unique items on the trade site, like Diablo.trade. So I generate a lot of gold and then I buy the gems. Because ain't nobody got time for that. I don't want to kill the scorpion in that dungeon like 2,000 times. Like I did it for 20 minutes and I was like, okay, no, I'm not doing this. So I outsource my gem farming to other people and I trade for the Horadric gems. But as you can see in my pants, I'm missing a gem. I have 5 out of 6 of the gems I need. So we'll get there. We'll see if I can... This is usually when I die, I'd like accidentally like stand too close to this guy. Okay, we're alive. That's a good sign. But now he throws these red balls and they're usually one-shot me as well. Wait, he didn't throw any balls. I did too much damage or something. That's a good thing. Okay, now we need to dodge these things that come like red things from the floor. Oh, scary. Oh, there's more. Scary again. Oh no. Oh, I walked into it. So the big, like kind of like beavers, beavers in the ground. What are they called? Badgers. They have like these spikes behind them, so the hitbox is quite large. Like it's like a snake basically. I think snake is a better way to put it. So you need to like not walk into the back end of the snake. We couldn't do it 3 in a row. Should I just put my build into the rogue chat in the Discord and see what people say? Yeah, you could do that. Or you could, if you click on Rogue Forum in the Discord, you'll see Matthias Mattress. Or you can search for Matthias and you'll find my specific little Discord room in the Sanctuary. Then there you can put, like, and I will personally see it. Because the rogue chat is pretty active, so if you post something now, I probably won't get to it. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's a bunch of other people from the community in there, so you will most likely get some feedback from someone. You're running my build, you definitely hit harder than me. Yeah, I mean, my gear's pretty good. I only have like 1 GA, so there's definitely a few more tower tiers we could squeeze out of this, but... Is this build viable for hardcore? Yeah, I'd say... I mean, hardcore is interesting because you always got to make changes, right? Like, if you play hardcore, I'm assuming you're somewhat knowledgeable about the game, and I mean, you want to run, obviously... Okay, distracted. You want to run life on every item, like affix. Like, for example, I don't have life on my gloves or on my rings, or even amulets. So if I was running hardcore, I would do life on all these slots, and I would run Shaco instead of Crown Illusion, and I would run Debilitating Toxins probably as my pants. Hey, Channy, thank you for the sub. All right, Mephisto 1, Matthias 0. Let's go complete our war plan. But yeah, the damage is definitely there for Mephisto, but can definitely make myself a little bit tankier and probably tank some of those red one-shot things as well. There's always ways to make content easier depending on, like, the hardest thing, which is like other classes probably have an easier time, but like to make a setup where you never need to go to the armory, you can do all content, bossing, speed farming, everything. It's all like an evergreen setup. That's the dream. I'd say this is very close to that for the rogue class right now. And here's one thing with this build is like you don't want to activate poison imbuement when you don't have targets, because the only way to reduce the cooldown of poison imbuement is to actually hit something. So if you click it in an empty room and just running around with poison imbuement active with nothing to fire at, it most likely will go on cooldown, which leaves you kind of useless for 5 seconds. Time to switch to poison. Yeah. Critical build variant, but my arrows are way smaller. Yeah, so I get a lot of comments about the cold pen shot not visually looking the way it does on my videos, which is interesting. I don't know if it's a graphics thing or some visual bug or what's going on, but it is a weird phenomenon. I don't know how that could even be possible. Like, we're using the same skills, but mine look different? Like, what? Yeah. Hard to explain that one. I'm going out on a little dinner date with my wife in about an hour. Probably end the stream in like 30 minutes-ish. I'm curious, when you guys go to restaurants, do you like to look at the menu before you get to the restaurant? You like know what you're going to order, or is it kind of like a surprise? You open the menu and you kind of like suss out in the moment, spontaneously, what do you feel like eating? Like what kind of, like what's the approach here? Because like I'm the kind of person, I'm the latter. I don't need to see the menu. I trust my decision making in the moment. But yeah. My wife and her family, they all want to decide what they want to eat before they go. And I don't really get it. You never pre-plan? You're the letter. Nice. Okay. I feel like I'm amongst my people. So maybe it's not me that's weird. Maybe it's my my fellow my Canadian my fellow Canadians. My wife's Canadian, and I'm personally born and raised in Sweden, but maybe maybe it's a cultural thing. I thought for the longest time I was just a little weird. Oh, I love it. 3 useless things and then amulets, which is what I want. My amulet needs a little bit of help. I'd say my most important pieces to improve would be amulets and rings. Always check the menu before going. Okay, here we go. That's the only reasonable thing to do, considering I've always asked for recommendations to the restaurant. I've never said, yeah, okay, well, I can see that. 2GA bow, what do we have? Pretty useless. Yeah, not good enough. You could tell I was Swede right away. Yeah, how could you tell? What gave it away? I don't know how strong of an accent I used to have way stronger Swedish accent. Like in general, it's very fast or easy to notice a Swedish person's, or at least Scandinavian, like English speaking person. But I lived in Australia for 6 years in Sydney, and that kind of like chipped away at my Swedish accent a little bit. I had a few like Australian slang squeak into my vocabulary that like didn't really make any sense. But then I realized it was not actually English, it was just Australian things. But I think I still have, like, when I take an Uber every once in a while, and the guy's like, oh, like, you sound like, are you from Germany or something? I'm like, no, I'm not from Germany. And I get disappointed in my accent that I, like, what? I sound German? Maybe it's my name. Like, Matthias is pretty German. Like, that could be where the guess is coming from. There's no way to reroll unique gear affixes right now. Correct. It's very hard to get good uniques in this season, because they're unmodifiable. Alright, how many seconds do we think Gregoire can live? Probably less than 5. Let's find out. Fisher 91, yeah, poison is way more damage than cold. But they're both good enough for tier 12. So if you don't really care about doing anything but tier 12, then... Okay, he lives for a few seconds. I guess I hadn't really stacked up my Crown Illusion ahead of time, which... Maybe I'll try it again just for science. I don't even know what uniques this guy drops. 2GA gloves? Ah, paint gorgers. It's like a forgotten item.
Need more time.
You look before, so if there's nothing good, I'm gonna eat at home before. Ah, you're a genius. If there's nothing good on the menu, you just eat at home. I mean, to me, that kind of kills the purpose. Like, I want to go out to eat so I don't have to cook for a day. Just for a day. But if I have to eat at home before... I guess you can, like, grab a snack or something that you don't cook. That I could see the strategy. I respect it. Alright, we're definitely not killing more Grig. He doesn't drop anything useful at all. I'm really curious about these Desperate March unique boots, because I do not see why I would ever wear them. But it's a problem for next season. You're a Swede too, that makes sense. Takes one to know one. But how do you get the gem strength in items? It's pure luck. It's I haven't seen it a single time. You just transfigure at the cube. So if you, I don't know if you've been over at the cube, Heretic Cube, you put in an item, this amulet for example, or let's take this dagger that I just found. I click transfigure and I click transmute, click OK, and now does it have gem strength? No, it has indestructible, and it's useless. Even if it got gem strength, it would have been useless. But for scientific purposes, hopefully that educated you on how to do it. So there's like a 1%, maybe less chance to get gem strength from that button, and if you do, you're a lot stronger than you were before, most likely, probably. We're going to watch the Sweden versus Denmark derby. I mean, maybe. I haven't really kept up with. There's like right now. There's the World Championship in hockey, and there's like the World Cup in soccer coming up, and I feel like there's a lot of playoffs and all sorts of, like, there's a lot of sports going on. I feel like I've just been like stuck in Diablo and what else? Real life work. So Diablo and work has been my last 3 weeks, and I haven't really peeked my head out. Like, if there's been like any global, like, there could be like wars going on or like big global events, and I would have no idea because I'm literally just in my tiny little bubble. Like, I know way more about the rogue class than I do about global political events right now. Or sporting things. Not watching Eurovision. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna pass on that one. Ask Mippy how to get gem strength. Yeah, he put in some effort. I like certain people in like Woody, people like Woody and even Mippy, like I mean I play the game a lot and I try to min-max my characters, but like they're on a whole nother level, and they're good at it too. Like they always like, yeah, the blasting is impressive from some of the blasters. And like according to some, I would be considered a blaster, but there's definitely another tier. It's like they're like S+ tier blasters. Etnosov's dagger doesn't work for cold version. It does work, but the problem is like if you look at this item, it says it increases imbuement potency. So poison potency is damage, but cold potency is just more chill, and you already have 100% chill. So it's kind of a like it's still a 60% multi, but for poison it's like a 2.5 multi. So wow, this is actually pretty good. Cutthroat skills. For like a cold TB or a flurry build, this amulet is really, really nice. Alright. Any 4%ers? Come on. Give it to me. Never lucky. It's the beauty of having 2 monitors. Got to multitask. And hey, Ava with a raid. This is crazy. So many raids. So many raids. What did I do to deserve this? Thank you, Ava. Hope you had a good stream. Cooking up madness. The #1 dash rogue in the world, Ava Everlin. Half Danish, half Swedish. Very handsome man. It's funny because you can't really defend yourself right now. I mean, all you have access to is a little Twitch chat. But we all know there's a little bit of truth in my words.
I'm not ready yet.
I feel like they had these like boxing events to like clear out beef between online creators. I feel like me and Ava need to enter the boxing ring. Or do like a 1v1 in the PvP zone. Because I feel like there's some beef. You can have dash, and I'll have access to Shadow Step. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But I hope you had a good stream, regardless. 100% attack speed dash. Yeah, that sounds awful for yourself. Like you're the one that has to see your character go back and forth. Cooking session was fun. Oh my gosh, oh, okay, I didn't die. Thank you, Resolve Stacks. I think we all owe Blizzard a letter of gratitude for giving us infinite toughness, making us officially not die to the Executioner's swords. Still trying to work on the cold penshot build. Yeah, ooh, 3GA crossbow, what do we have? Pretty darn good. That is not bad. Yeah, the cold penshot is definitely recommended. I would highly recommend that build as a good time. And I feel like isn't that the only metric that matters? Is it a good time? Yes, no. If yes, play. Simple as that. 7-minute 215 with Airstorm with doo-doo gear. That's pretty good. I was shocked at the amount of multipliers that actually work for Airstorms. Like, Scoundrel's Kiss? Hello? Like, how does that work with Airstorms? What? Give me a break. Nothing makes sense anymore. But that's exciting. It's so cool that we have, like, meme builds used to be just that, like something weird on the shelf to show guests when they come over, but these days, like, you can play Dash Rogue and actually be respectable in speed farming, and like, it's not just a waste of time. It's nice. We have a good culture in the rogue meta. Did you know that the current #1 rogue is at Greater Rift 140? Greater Rift, let's see. 140. I don't see any 140 clears. Do you mean the pit? So this is Umbercrux. We don't really care about the bugs. But 140 pit sounds awesome. I haven't really pushed pit myself. I don't really know the difference, like, if there's a... In the past, in my mentally, I had like 3 to 5 tiers discrepancy between pit and tower. Like if you could do 110 tower, you can probably do 115 pit. But I don't know if that's true anymore. Like pit has a lot of bonuses from the war plan that helps with the progression. They increase the density. That definitely helps this build a lot because we're relying on Cowlet and Nameless procs. So not sure how I feel about pit pushing compared to tower as a benchmark. Dash Rogue is love and life. Wow. That's it's beautiful. Maybe just would you mind checking my gear and comment on what I need to update? Yeah, sure. I feel like I've added a few people and I have failed to remember to check their gear, so hopefully I wonder if I added Billy. If Billy's still here, I do apologize, but I'll Helltide is like the worst area to check someone's gear though. We're gonna have to TP out of town or to town. Matthias the Drunken Rat. I don't know about that. Pit leaderboard 140. Gotcha. I hear you. That makes sense. All right, Shiny. Let's suss out. It's like doing some makeover here. Cool skin. First of all, very approved. All right, so we have the end game poison eaglehorn set up here. Very nice eaglehorn. Don't really need an improvement. It's just missing one affix. Doesn't really matter. Your Tibbles will could give you a lot more defenses. Like you're missing a lot of toughness there. Your gloves don't have... They have one GA, right? So yeah, I mean, the gloves are pretty similar to mine. Could... like a GA damage over time multiplier would probably give you another half tier or so. Very nice chest. Error Perdition is slightly, even though it's in my endgame guide, just so if you do pushing, you will deal less damage than the Crown Illusion setup with imbuement ranks, but it's very nice anyway. Wow, 4 GA Eldarin. Very nice. And you haven't even transfigured it, so... I respect that though, because you want to play this on every build probably. Your Etnas is pretty nice. Yeah, like it's pretty hard to get a good Etnas because it always has weapon damage. You can't get rid of that. And so you basically only have 3 potential affixes. This is just missing one of them. Like, I wouldn't really care too much about upgrading this. And it's fair to not transfigure this because maybe you get like a charm that has shadow damage on it or something. So that is okay. This ring is nice. You can for pushing sacrifice the life, but I respect the life roll, to be honest. It's way more comfy and you don't need that 5% damage for 99% of content anyway. Your aspects are very nice. You even transfigured. I mean, here you have a few wasted affixes, I suppose. Here's the physical damage. So overall, I'd say it's like 8.8 out of 10 gear for the endgame variant. You have a few improvements here and there, and a few more GAs would help, but otherwise it's very solid. Like close to the gear I'm wearing. I think your gems would make a noticeable difference too, but it's hard to get those. But I mean, definitely you could farm yourself some grand gems at least, or yeah, that might just be a minor change though, but hopefully that helps. Oh, Billy, you are here. All right, number 2. You figured out one thing. I wasn't activating Etnas. Yeah, activating Etnas is like it's a very easy thing to overlook. I think in my push 135. I actually didn't activate it. It's hilarious, but just tempering the one of the weapons to deal shadow damage is a quick fix. Wow, look at that 30 quality, making all the numbers orange. There's something so satisfying about that. Very, very nice eagle horn, I must say. I would not complain if I had that one. I mean, getting a 900 Tybalt's Will with 12 or soul stacks would be nice. I would hope for that. Very nice gloves. All stats transfigured. That's pretty sweet because those Paragon nodes are pretty hard to hit on this build otherwise. Unlucky on the one imbuement skills, but I guess it's better than nothing. I mean, very nice amulet with the GA dot multiplier. Whoa, this is the best signet of Pelgain that I've ever seen. The transfiguration was not ideal, of course, but Dex Life, like a 5 GA with perfect affixes on this unique, like this is like a dream come true item. Hold on to that one. Favorite it so you don't accidentally salvage it, I suppose. I mean, you could definitely squeeze out more damage out of your second ring. The resource generation is nice, but I have this also on my ring, but we don't need that much. We could just temper it and be happy. So this would be, I would look for an improvement to just like get like a 4 affixes with damage. But I'm in the same boat. I don't even have that myself. And on your weapon, you don't want weapon damage at all on your one-handed. So we're using only our two-handed for this build. So weapon damage is a wasted stat on one-handed. So the fact that you've even mastered, I mean, I totally understand if you played like TB before. If you're playing Twisting Blades, this is like an amazing weapon right here. But for this build, ideally you want to replace that with life or something. But I mean, it doesn't really matter because the other affixes are really good. So totally understand why you would keep that. Those are some quick thoughts there. For air, by the way, is it better to have GA core or GA crit? No crit is needed on this build. That's another reason why like I recommend this build so much, because there's no breakpoints really. Like there's nothing on cold. You want as close to 100% as possible. But with this, we don't care about crit at all. So you can forget that crit chance is even a thing. What is this event?
Wouldn't have made it without you. Wouldn't have made it without you.
What's up, guys? I have a question. I got a second Ring of Starless Skies. You had a % life roll on the first one. Should I use the Entropic Prism on the second? No, I wouldn't. Cephx, I would just transfigure it. Like obviously masterwork it and everything, and then transfigure it without any prisms and just hope to get something cool. Like all skills is like, I think one of the best things you can get on a Starless. Transfig. You're scared to transfigure your Eagle Horn. Yeah, I totally get that. I mean, something you can do is always like get a backup Eagle Horn before you transfigure it or something like that. But transfiguring is also really exciting. Like as much as you are scared of it being bricked, you should also be equally excited for what could happen. You could get so many good outcomes that would boost your character by a lot when you transfigure your two-handed weapon. Of course, gem strength being one of them. Put a bad temper on Etna, but transfigured Elven to shadow damage. Is that still gonna work? I mean, shadow damage is not gonna do anything for this build. But that's fine. Like I don't know if you guys can tell, but I haven't transfigured either of my rings. I haven't transfigured my gloves or my chest or my helm. Like I have a bunch of gear untransfigured because I don't know if Blizzard are patching the resolve thing, or I don't know if I want to change. Like this aspect isn't perfect. Maybe I'll get a perfect aspect and then as soon as you transfig, it becomes unmodifiable, and then you're kind of screwed. So certain pieces, it can be worth to wait and hold off. But usually the weapons are pretty straightforward, like they're not gonna change. So I like to transfig those. Thanks for rocking your painting shop build, and it's a blast, so much fun. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that you're having fun with the build. I don't always hit the mark, but it's good to hear that a lot of you are enjoying at least these pen shop builds. A little disappointed in my lack of cooking for Flurry, but maybe next season Flurry will get some more love from myself and maybe even Blizzard.
Need more time. I'm not ready yet.
The opportunity lost from playing itself is not worth it? Send it. Yeah, I agree. We're playing the game to play the game. Can't just play it safe all the time. Wait, I should pick up those pants. Pants could be Tybalt's Will, and they are pretty hard to find.
I'm not ready yet.
What percentage of our damage is our Shadow Clone for Poison Pen? Trying to figure out the ratio of potency and dot tempers. I mean, I don't know what the ratio is exactly, but Ava did the math, and
I'm not ready yet.
he said like one or two damage over time tempers. So see how I have it on the ring, but I have potency on my other ring. I have damage over time here, but I have potency over here, potency on my amulet. So I'd say like 80% imbuement potency tempers and 20% damage over time tempers, something like that. But they're like unnoticeable difference. Like we're talking like 1% here or there. Should I run Tybalt's Will in cold build or stick with Shrouded Gift? I mean, I would I would definitely stick with Shrouded Gift, because the only reason I run Tybalt's Will is because it's the only way to sustain energy when using Crown Illusion. It's because it makes our pen shot cost. How much does it make it cost again? 83, 93 energy. Yeah, so that's a lot of energy. So Tybalt's will help with that, but Shrouded Gift is definitely more comfy, more defenses and utility. But you could also run I mean, like, I think you don't lose too much premium running legendary pants. Still pushing TB and was hoping for more. I just struggled past 110.
I'm not ready yet.
And Shadow Clone doesn't seem to be working properly. No. Yeah, TB, I mean, TB has pushed like close to 135, I think. So it has a lot of potential. You can definitely squeeze out a lot more damage from it. Especially if you use the sightless set, like the set that I'm using, or 90% of rogues use. It's a lot more damage than the imbuement set itself. Okay, I'm done. Not having lucky hit shadow on one charm is what was gimping your damage. Thanks for looking at my gear though. Yeah, that is an easy thing to overlook. Like we somehow got to deal 2 types of shadow or non-physical damage. The easiest way is just to temper on the weapon. But if you have like 100% perfect gear, you can have a charm that has like lucky hit chance to deal elemental damage. Like here, if you had a charm like this, up to 40% chance to deal fire damage, this would also activate Etna's Lost Dagger. So if you get a charm like this, exclamation mark pen shot is what I'm playing. Or exclamation mark builds on Twitch TV only, not on YouTube. On YouTube, it's in the description if you're looking for the builds that I have made. Or you can watch my YouTube videos too. Alright, let's look for that orange chest. I haven't actually used the Pathfinder. They were talking about that on the recent interview. And honestly, sounds pretty nice. We had to like manually activate it in the settings or something. I should check that out.
I'm not ready yet.
I really like Pen Cold, but after swinging to Poison Barrage, I just can't stop playing it. But I saved all my combat gear because it was a perfect build to get back. Yeah, nice. That's the beautiful thing about this season. There's so many really fun and strong... What is that thing on the ground? Crux of the False Prophet. Guess I'll be seeing Mephisto later. I have quite a few of those. Actually, I don't know how many of them I have. 14. Oh, I need to farm Mephisto. Or will he end up farming me? That is the real question. With TB, what becomes your biggest damage dealer? Yeah, poison.
I need more time.
I'd say the sightless with resolve stacks. TB pushes high into 120 plus 130. Ooh, I wanted to kill those, but I guess another time. Twisting Blades build on max roll the furthest it can be pushed. I mean, probably not. I don't, because the end game, like if you're ever on any max roll guide, especially mine, there will be different variants, like tabs at the top, mid game, end game, and sometimes tower push. And if you're playing an end game variant, it's never maximized for damage output. So there will always be improvements if you want to push higher in the pit or tower. End game variant essentially means comfortable for your grandma. Like, it will be tanky, it will be speedy, it will hopefully be able to do most content without issues. It's basically like the comfortable setup, but for min-maxing damage, we would lose quality of life, but we would be able to push higher in the pit and tower. So end game is comfy, but if it says push, that means it's just clunky but most damage. So right now I'm playing speed farming end game variant of pen shot poison, but if I go to my armory, because I save them all, I recommend you do too. Here I have poison, pen shot, speed, and push. So for speed, I can just click equip on push, and now I have the signet ring on. I dropped my mythic, and my skill bar changed. So this is my pushing setup. I have like different runes and everything. So for speed farming, I equip my speed setup, and basically I could rename these to end game and tower push. Like in my max roll guide, this is what it would be. It would be the end game setup on the guide, and it would be the push setup on the guide. Two separate purposes, I guess. Hopefully that clarifies it. All right, I should probably head off. Exclamation mark pen shot if you want the guide to this. Pen or cold, both are equally good for speed farming tier 12, but poison pushes higher. Poison is the new king in town. Hello, new here in your build. What makes me entering stealth? There's a few things that makes us enter stealth. A quick way, if you don't know, in the skill tree on Diablo, in the top right, you can see keyword search. If you're wondering, like, how do I apply, like, stealth, for example, we can tick the stealth keyword here and see the skills like highlight. So we get stealth from dash, we get stealth from smoke grenade, and obviously from concealment. So those are 3 ways, and seems like nothing else. So yeah, these 3 skills give us stealth. And then maybe I want to know, like, okay, for or like resolve stacking. I'm stacking a bunch of resolve, but how do I even generate them? You click resolve, and like, oh, I see. When I click concealment, it seems like there's something that mentions resolve here. Oh, it's this node. I see. So every time I cast concealment, I gain 4 resolve. Very useful. And also here on Shadow Clone, this little node, we get resolve every second, and casting it gives us 4 resolve. So by rotating clone and concealment, we stack resolve super fast. for example. So this is very handy for if you're like trying to understand a build. Ferocity, like, okay, I gain ferocity from dash, ferocity from concealment. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. Yeah, that's a useful tool. Been enjoying your build, thanks. Currently on cold farming out poison. Nice. Good call, good call. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Biceps. Hey, Matthias, is marksman skill charms fine, or should I search for core? Oh yeah, marksman is, it's the exact same thing. I should probably mix it up on the, like if you look at my charms, I have marksman skills on 2, 3, 4, or my charms have marksman skills. And then I have 2 with imbuement ranks. So that's very nice to have imbuement ranks as well on like a few. So like an even mix of both, I think, is fine. I haven't put imbuement ranks on the guide because on the Maxwell Planner it doesn't actually have it in the database that it can load imbuement ranks. But I would recommend getting like 1 or 2 of those if you can. How are people pushing 115 pit? I see they're using cold and umber. Yes, there's multiple bugs being abused in the leaderboard, unfortunately. So it's a bit of a shame that they couldn't fix it before this new, like it resets in 9 days. So every 2 weeks the leaderboard resets. So hopefully by the next one, I mean, I doubt it. It will probably next season maybe we'll have a cleaner leaderboard, but that's I'm maximum copium there. But for like legit clears, just look at below 140. Like all of these, not all of these, like I think there's some people that have snuck in here with like, if you look at the build and you see Umbercrux, like they don't even have a gem in the Umbercrux. Like this is like bugged setup, exploiting. So this is like not a legit build. But if you look at like Windforce here, 136, he has a legit build. He is playing pen shot poison imbuement, for example. So there you have it. I appreciate all of you guys watching. And yeah, I'll check out the Matthias Mattress Discord. And I'm always active there. So I'm going to head out for dinner with my wife. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. We'll see you when I stream next. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your weekend. And I'll see you in another video or stream. Maybe I should raid someone for you guys who are on Twitch. Let's see who is online. We'll send you to... I personally would watch Woody right now, so I'm going to send you to Woody. I appreciate you all. Take care.